tickets, so got into the train, and they were offloaded before the Hungarian border. They didn't know what to do. They had no visas, nothing, and not so much money also. They thought we are on the train. Said, no, you have to go cross over and go to Budapest. And they didn't know where they were standing on the road. But they were all laughing and enjoying. Must be something in store for us. Nobody felt that they were in trouble or anything. So surrendered. So suddenly they said the custom people came and surrounded them, and they said, what's the matter? How are you here with all these bags and baggages? So they said, why are you here? They said, we have come for a concert, and they said, musicians we are, And somehow or other they started melting away. And then they gave them realization. 6 of them got realization. Now can you believe the power of love? And the custom officers, they offered their own cars, took them down to the other side. It's never happened with custom officers, imagine. It would be like shaving their teeth off, I tell you. The way if you can do that to the custom officer. But it happened. And they came to the other side and left them there. Now they didn't know what to do. They wanted to go to Budapest. They had to walk about 2 miles or something to the station. So they're waiting there where they said that, Mother, you sent maybe 2 Yugoslavs came in a big bus of 49 people, all vacant. They stopped the bus and said, what is it? Why are you here? So they said, this is our problem and we have to go. So they got into the bus. When he was driving them down, they thought of talking to him that why not you take us to Milan? And they managed. And they were in Milan. It's so remarkable. So to have faith completely in yourself and in that power which is surrounding. Once you have that faith, you will realize that though it is so helpful to you, it is so kind to you, on the same level, if you think it can be very harmful. So then, never listen to the Guru Ninda. Means anybody talks anything ill about your Guru, just put your hands to your ears, absolutely immediately. I've known of a person who did that, got cancer, another now in jail, another one there. So anybody is saying like that, just put your hands, because now you know that. What is your Guru? So you should never hear anything against your Guru from anyone. The other day one gentleman asked me a question, a newsman. He said that I'm told you have made a castle for yourself. I said, I have paid for it, I have made it also. It was a horrid place, no doubt. But there are only Sahajogis staying there, I am not staying there. That's the best part. But that's all I said. But on the contrary, they never go and ask these questions to any gurus or anything. Because the disciples say, yes, so what? We want to give to our guru money and this and that. They never ask. But through Sahaja Yoga or myself, I have cured so many people of incurable diseases. I could have minted money. For curing one cancer patient, I could have made a castle myself. So when people say like that, you should say, do you know how many people she has cured? How much money she could have taken from them if she was a doctor or she was a false guru? How much money she would have made out of all of them? Then they will understand. You see, because they are being materialistic, they talk like that. And their attitude is very different. And so to tell them off is the best way, because I've seen that these press people are absolutely harassed by the disciples of the false gurus. Just they cannot criticize. They cannot say a word against such false gurus, while I find that Sahajogis still lack that complete faith in themselves and complete assertion. Where you have to assert, you must assert. For example, anybody says something wrong against me, you have to assert. Must say no, not possible. It's not. But I've seen some people asking me funny questions for Sahajogis also. So the first part is that to see how much we are sensitive to spirituality. I've seen Sahajogis supporting somebody who is so negative. You can't even bear that person, and such a person is something great. While somebody who is so good, they cannot make it out. So what's the use? Your computer is so faulty. The planes will have to run up and down, if you have such a computer as Sir Jogizar, because they just the other way around. A person who is good in Sahaja, who has got vibration, he may be simple, he may be unassuming, he may not be so rich, he may not be so educated, may not be from some good university, anything, but you must see the vibrations of that person. What sort of vibrations that person has, and then you should judge. Instead of that, if you judge that person only because he is very good to talk and he talks well and very scholarly or something like that, that's not the point. The point is, what are his vibrations? Once you see those vibrations and judge them on vibrations, then you are a Sahaja. Otherwise I would not call you at all a Sahajogi, but for a guru it is very important. I have seen sometimes even the leaders supporting somebody who is absolutely horrid. I can't bear that person, even for 5 minutes. But here the guru sends him over to me. Oh, mother, he's so good, he donated so much money. It doesn't matter. You donated money, so what? Who asked him to donate money? But he should not donate his booths to us now anymore. We don't want his booth. So that's what it is. So the judgment should be correct about a person when you say that this man is not good or that not good. But mostly gurus themselves are caught up, and then they have ambitions, and if somebody doesn't listen to them, or somebody wants to give a lecture at a wrong time and somebody says you shouldn't talk like this or something, then they get angry. They have very hot temper and they provoke people, they say things sometimes, and then when people react, they say you are a bad Sahajogi. That's not the way. First of all, a guru or a leader has to be himself a very mild, gentle and a good person. He has to be in such a way, he should not demand it, should not ask for it. Never demand anything. Anybody who demands cannot be a guru. Respect is to be commanded and not to be demanded. And so, everything works out well if you understand that once you rise in your ascent, in your wisdom, in your awareness and in your spirit, automatically all these things happen. You don't have to ask for anything. You don't have to plead for anything. You don't have to complain for anything. Everything works out. You are looked after by all the ganas, by all the angels. They are there. You are on the stage. But if you are halfway, then they play tricks with you. See, they play tricks. They make you falter. You have problems. You go here, you go there. All these things happen. And then you say, Mother, how is it this happened? Because they are also jokers. So they play jokes with you. And they make problems for you, just to make you understand that you are doing it. So we are on a stage where there's a beautiful security, everything is there. And we have to give to the world such a great thing like Sahaja, which is for the emancipation of the whole world, as you realize. And so also I hope you realize your responsibilities. There are so many things one has to understand, how one has to be as a guru, how he has to act and how he has to work out. Now I have given so many lectures on guru things, but for today's lecture only I have to say that first thing to have guru system, you must have complete humility. Now, with me, I would say I am too simple and I am Mahamaya. So you be very careful. You cannot take liberties with me. You cannot take. If you try to take too much liberties, that means you are not a disciple. A disciple has to keep a distance from the Guru. You cannot just take liberties, walk into my room every time, sit there for hours together, chit-chat with me, nothing. You have no right. Only when I call you, when I ask for you, you should go. Then you should not force things on the Guru, that please come and listen to this or do this. That should not be. For example, yesterday nobody told me there are going to be these music programs or everything arranged. So we have to report everything to your leader or to me. All those things that you want to do, and it should be really transparent, like this hand knows everything that this hand is doing, and this hand knows everything that this hand is doing. In the same way, everybody should know each other. Then the gurus should not have jealousies for each other. Yes, I am just telling you, because also I have found out that there are certain jealousies. And when they talk, there is a little bit of, he is good, but this. When they enjoy each other's company, because they have reached a certain state, and they understand this is the state we are in. When they enjoy each other's company fully and appreciate each other much more than anybody else, the Guru's company, all the company of the leaders, if they enjoy each other, and there's no jealousy, there's no fight, there's no problem, but just the enjoyment of the company, then they should know that they have become Guru. Now all of them never fought with each other. They supported, actually it is one principle was born again and again. But only the satanic people, they will fight among themselves, not the godly. And also they will talk against the person who is a realized soul or who is an incarnation, but never against themselves. It's very surprising that the satanic people, though they fight among themselves, there are jealousies. They'll never talk of each other. But here I find that in Sahaja we have freedom. But freedom is not abandonment, it's the freedom with complete rules and regulations of the divine with us, and we have to know them that this is the divine. So all of us are now sitting like in a big Vimana, like an aeroplane, and we all have to land into the beautiful area. But first of all, we have to develop that humility in your heart. Complete humility and surrender. That's very important. Unless and until you have that humility and surrender in your heart, Guru principle cannot be awakened. First you have to be the disciple and then the Guru. So you have to develop that humility. And that humility comes very easily if you love me, respect me. It's not only love, but respect. That respect has to be there, and then people will respect you. May God bless you.